Join the crew as a member of the Onyx Key for exclusive members-only messages, redirections, and content. We already have a bunch of videos live with some familiar topics as well as new questions, so I'll see you on the other side of the Onyx Key. Make sure you hit the join button to go deeper down this experience with me.
Hey family, so before I even get into today's topic, we channeling, we got a lot going on. I'm excited for those of you that watched the intro. This is a love reading, so we'll look at it from that perspective, but there's already somewhere something y'all supposed to be doing. Like there's a yeah, Destiny's here. I have emotional withdrawal, and I had the Four of Wands with this. Now, Eight of Cups talks about where we move beyond something, travel across waters, whether internally, externally, to reach a certain wisdom, a certain level of discernment, and things like that. And with the Four of Wands, it talks about a new home, right? Usually it's a marriage card with couples. And then I had like the empowerment, and what's here now? Passion. Like it talks about like traveling and going places that really inspire you, make you feel really good, and like you connecting. So your dreams may actually be telling you you need to go somewhere specific that you've been wanting to go, somewhere that you're used to going, somewhere that makes you feel really good, whether you know from experience. This could be somewhere you've gone before, and that you really liked it, you want to go back. This could be somewhere that's just been on your list that you just need to go. But like when we talk about love, like if it's been like high priority, if it's been heavy on your mind, I say high priority, that's not the right language, but like if it's keeps surfacing and it's realistic for you, yeah, I'm like knocking over the laptop. Or if it's something that you can, like it's an attainable goal in the near future, you're being encouraged to go. And even if it's like a huge trip, a huge travel that may take several years to get, it'll be worth it when it comes to love, because that's basically the message that just hit the table. Because we not ready yet. We're not ready. So now that I am ready, I'll organize myself a little bit by introducing channel. For those of you that are new, I read and channel past, present, as well as incoming energy. I read a polarity, which means there's a light as well as a shadow. You have to find yourself in a lesson, in a journey. And I don't often say it anymore, but like this feels like one of those ones that I need to say it. So fun fact, this is not a new thumbnail. There's a members exclusive version of this. We will likely have more members exclusive versions in the future. I don't know how many compared to the public ones, but they got one a while ago. And anything that's under members is always going to stay under members. So if you see a thumbnail that you like and you're like, oh, why is it members only? I'm sorry, that's just where it's gonna be. There may eventually be a public version like this one, but like it's for them, right? They support the channel in a different way. So yeah, right now we're looking at this dreamy donut darling thumbnail to see what's next in love, but we're looking at it from the perspective of what are your dreams predicting? Like, are you having prophetic dreams about love? Even if they're not openly prophetic, are they signaling you regarding love and romance? Like what is it do you need to be taking away from your dreams? And if you're not sleeping at night, you should be. But if you're not, any symbol synchronicities that you feel like may be connecting in terms of love, romance, when we talk about angel numbers or just synchronicities, or even a pull to a specific place like your cards were like screaming at me about, I want to hold up the thumbnail. But to wrap up that point, go to passion, please. See, I don't listen all the time. I don't listen all the time when I'm in a rush and I got stuff to do. Passion, place. You're being redirected to that series. You cannot miss it. It's pink. It's the pink lattes. Every latte in the pile is pink. One is members exclusive, but there was one recently that I treated the public side to as well. Most likely the public side is going to resonate more, as this is a reading on the public side. But you never know, okay? You never know. But that passion place reading has something for you. That's where you go after you pick your pile here. All right. So now I will hold up your thumbnail so we can see what your dreams are predicting about love. Pile number 1 is the blue donut with the white sprinkles. Pile number 2 is your traditional dark chocolate glazed donut. Pile number 3 is the caramel donut with the gold stars sprinkles. And then pile number 4 is the raspberry cream donut. I'll give you a moment to make your selection. And if you need more time, go ahead and pause the video. All right, pile number 1. Let's see what's next in love regarding your dreams, okay? You picked that blue donut, and I'm just gonna say that intro, that message was for you. So if you're normally the type to skip it, I mean, doesn't hurt my feelings, but I would probably go back. Go to the Passion Place playlist. There is one that's public. There's one that's members only at this time, but I think I'm gonna try to limit how many public versions of that I put out. So as I started your pile, somebody was flying a plane over where I live very low, so it got a little bit loud because they were really low. So that's why I say that when we talk about traveling and being a little adventurous, like your dreams may be predicting something regarding that. Like you may have a love incoming that likes to explore, likes to travel, likes those types of things. We got divine masculine and healing. Okay, this person may heal your divine masculine side. Okay, but right now, just in general, when we talk about your energy, your frequency, you are healing your divine masculine side, whether you're overactive or underutilizing this area. Okay, we got a healing. Some of you quite literally are healing in preparation for a divine masculine. Okay, where that applies, healing so that a divine masculine can come in, or you're healing the side so that you're not out of alignment. I actually like that you got this divine masculine card with this blue donut, because like it is a blue light card, and it talks about where you tap into the side of yourself and allow it to express itself while helping bring your dreams and ideas into form with kindness and wisdom. So some of you are learning what it is you desire in a partner via your dreams. Like your dreams are teaching you like what it is you actually like, what you actually want to connect with, or where you're not, your dreams don't align with that theme. Your dreams are healing and clearing the space, right? Like you're basically, your body is doing like energy work, and your dreams may be a little vivid as a result, but it's clearing the space for you to have that awareness, that discernment of what it is you want in a partner. I hope that makes sense. That's what I got. That's what came through just now. So let me get this tarot deck. Tell me more about my blue donut. What are the dreams predicting for my pile number 1 in love? Let me see. Okay. Yeah. We got earth, we got the light. Okay, now we got an energy of green, which fertility is divine feminine. That's the Empress. You see what I'm saying? So you're attracting a very, very fertile divine counterpart. Like what's next in love? Not saying like twin flame necessarily, but like it's going to be like a high level soulmate that aligns with who you are, what you want at the stage of life you connect. And it's going to be deeply healing. It's going to be a very fulfilling and exciting experience for you. But like your dreams are predicting the most amazing type of love, right? We got patience. Okay. And let me see what else I get. It's funny because I did all that and then I have harmony at the bottom. So yeah, exactly. So, but look, that harmony is going to come in, but you got to clear all that. That's why we have healing. Look, all this in the way. We got transformation of the death, spiritual strength, heartache, loss. You got to clear that trauma. If you're traumatized due to past love or just life in general, you got to clear that, because like this, what's coming in is not in alignment with that trauma. Like, I don't care what their gender is. I don't care if you're more divine masculine, divine feminine. I don't care at all. But like that trauma can't come with you to this connection. Okay, I'll tell you what I see. Okay, 3 is a theme. Okay, H is a theme. Those could be initials, places. I got babies running outside and screaming, so just excuse the children. But you know, what are they predicting? Children, because I don't normally hear these children, but that's fine. Okay, I got children outside the window. So fertility, you're predicting where you expand your family or create one. Okay, so let me pull from this deck. Wow, you're a really busy pile. All kinds of noises I don't normally have. I leave it in when it's crazy like that, because random person flying the plane like super low over my house, and now I got like little babies outside playing that I don't normally see. All right, we got Venus and house 3. Venus rules this card. We talk about divine feminine energy. And house 3 does rule early childhood, so things you learn early in life. So you're being reprogrammed. If you have habits and tendencies that are just not going to benefit you in a healthy, stable soulmate connection as you're trying to raise children, then that's got to go, right? You got to be reprogrammed so that you can do those things, because that's what's next in love, and that's what's being predicted is the early development, the childhood relations, your rational mind, and how you communicate and express yourself. Okay? Yeah, that's the thing. Because Venus here says, give and receive love, find value, see beauty. Taurus is one of the signs that is ruled by Venus, and it rules that fertility Empress card. Okay? So, I mean, clearing all of that. I'll even be honest with you, because I'm sending you to the passion place reading. House 3 implies, especially since Taurus is here, because that's a very stable, it's like one of the most stable signs there is, because it's earth and it's fixed. Closer than you think, right? So like what's next in love is closer than you think, because house 3 is within your local vicinity. So your dreams are, you may dream of moving around your childhood neighborhood, childhood home, childhood city area, or your local area you're in now that you've been in for a while could consider one of your homes. Like if you're dreaming of those places, those spaces, that's why it's not going to be that far off. Okay, so let me get, I guess I think I want one more from this. Yeah, I'll take this in the bottom. Let me grab my couple from here. There we go. It's a whole stack. You know what? I'll take it. I'm not fighting back. The first one we have here is the torch of spiritual development, enlightenment, awareness, and understanding. You know, it's not lost on me that those babies were making all that noise. And once I acknowledge, like, I don't normally hear those children, and I think it, like, you know, I'm aligning with your table. Now I don't hear them anymore. That's crazy to me, but whatever. Spiritual development is a thing. That was a message that I wouldn't have developed at that level had they not been out there. So you see what I mean? Like, you may be the pile of, if you're not having dreams, or if your dreams are maybe chaotic, vivid, but they don't feel like they're related to love, you're clearing that space. You may be seeing other synchronicities like angel numbers, master numbers, repeating 2s, repeating 3s, right? Yeah, especially repeating 3s. So that's why, because you're being prepared it feels like what's next in love is you're gonna prepare to start a family, right? Like you're gonna start seeking out that soulmate that you build your family with. Okay, a hand says in need of help, assistance, and guidance. Okay, your dreams are supporting you. Your dreams is how your higher self and or your spirit team, how they guide you, how they assist you, how they help heal you. Okay, and I've got a pail of time to get out of a situation. Okay, if you have a love situation you're currently in and it's not working, if it's toxic, if it's chaotic, if it reminds you of, it either reminds you of negative attributes of your childhood, or it reminds you of things that you were like, I did not grow up that way and I don't want my kids to grow up that way. You see what I'm saying? Your dreams may be giving you that nudge. The synchronicities may be giving you that nudge to leave that connection alone, okay? I've got a dog close up, which says pleasure with a close friend. Some of you are literally being introduced to the soulmate that's going to step in soon, or becoming a little more acquainted with this person. So like if you're dreaming of someone specific, that's kind of like you're being trained. We got the month of July on the table. That could be a birth month. That could be when you started dreaming, when you begin dreaming, when you meet this person, when you get close to this person. I got scissors, which is disappointment in some affair. Your dreams, if you had a disappointing situation romantically, your dreams are, again, healing, clearing that, so that you're not bringing that baggage into this next situation whenever it happens, right? Because we got happiness. Okay? I've got a hammock. H could be a thing for real. I called it out earlier and I got 2 more. I don't normally see that there. Got hand as well. So taking a vacation physically or mentally. Some of you, your dreams, if you're not in the best situation right now, your dreams are preparing you for the love you're seeking, but like they're creating like a positive experience where your dreams are really, really good. Especially if you're dreaming of someone specific. If it's that person that you should leave alone that you're dreaming of, that's just their way of, that's your subconscious mind's way of helping you cope. Okay? But a wish will be granted. You'll be able to get what you're seeking in love, right? This combination feels like someone that's going to get everything that you're hoping for in love. And I got the wave of a thing that means good luck is coming in. And look at you, position of authority with the throne. So if you're manifesting love, you're going to get exactly the love you're seeking. But you got to be reprogrammed. You got to heal before, because you like, this is another person, right? Like if you ask for X, Y, and Z and you're not in alignment with any of those things, that person's gonna leave you. You're gonna be self-sabotage and all the things, right? But you're gonna get married. So I even feel like the next person, you're gonna marry this next person, because that's what the card says. Okay. And hands are a thing. I don't know why. This person may work with their hands. They may have nice hands. Could just be a ring on a finger that's incoming, that they're preparing you for. But H is definitely a thing. We've got hands here, though. A meeting with a stranger could be important. So that's a huge deal. I love it for you. So let me get you some keyword indicators, and then I will close you out with your advice. So those of you that are used to the channel, we did not use any love decks today to keep us honest. And then your deck came out with all kinds of love indicators. Yeah, a meeting with a stranger will be important. It's going to ignite passion in you, right? First quarter moon, 11, another master number. Your dreams are kind of lighting a flame under you, like that torch to get you going in terms of prioritizing love and being actually prepared for it at the same time, if that makes sense. Like that's the thing. And it's also like they're meant to kind of like either synchronicity, signs, dreams. They're trying to plant the seeds of like fertility and like preparing you for those next stages of life. Oh yeah, for sure, because I've got 111 here. You see what I'm saying? So like that's an angel number, like igniting new growth, planting the seeds to get you going. Look at you. I got Dark Man and the Owl. So that could be The divine masculine on the table, you someone else or who's coming in, but good advice from a wise person. Look at that sweet owl. That's you on the channel. I have owls in the spirit animal guide playlist, okay? So I've got lunar eclipse, which I'm filming this during the black moon in Virgo. Next major cycle will be that lunar eclipse in Pisces, okay? That's coming up in a couple of weeks, all right? But divine feminine, divine masculine, same vibe. That's what your dreams are kind of telling you, is alignment with divine masculine, divine feminine energy. So let me get your advice and close you out. Be confident in casting away the negativity things. Like when we talk about clearing energy, reprogramming yourself from like habits and perspectives, whether you just gain them over time in your area or like if you were raised a certain way, like you got to be confident in casting that away so that you can step into this, because that's what I have here. Okay, so I'm gonna close you out and move along to pile number 2. All right, pile 2, my dark chocolate glazed donut. What's next in love? What are your prophetic dreams predicting? Like, and if you're not dreaming like you're supposed to be because you're not sleeping, then, or if you just don't dream, any synchronicities, angel numbers, all of that. You see this on the table, that's what you should be prioritizing. You probably need to go to like the Mercury Money Magic series or the Matcha Moolah. Like it feels very career, very finances. Okay. And that doesn't mean that you don't have a pile here. It doesn't mean that this isn't like going to be a great reading. I see that this is in fact a great reading. What I love is your dreams are elevating you as an individual to put you in a position to find the best type of love, right? To connect with the right type of soulmate. We got 36 and 9. Some of you may be life path 9s, but this material harvest as an individual, as an independent person, this prosperity is going to take you there. Because I even see, right, like love begins in the Ace of Cups. That's what's going to like align you with your next soulmate, what's next in love, right? And when it comes to your dreams and like what your dreams are talking about with love, it's like, well, step 1, let's tighten up and prioritize this, because once we get here, where it's just up from there, right? This is how we get there. Okay, all right, so let me see, this is how we get there. That independence, that material harvest on a personal individual level will definitely align you with that soulmate. And that's why your dreams are the way that they are and the synchronicities are what they are, because your synchronicities are career, finances, independence based, just so we're aware. Now they're still talking about love. It's just step 1, do this. Step 2, we find our soulmate. That's what they're saying for you. Okay, you might be a little bit younger or still trying to find your way in terms of life. Conception is the beginning, initiating stage of things. Okay, it talks about, it says it brings our consciousness to our origin, the place where everything in creation begins. This is where we manifest. This is where we conceptualize what it is. So you're learning what's compatible for you. You're aligning with what's compatible to you. You see what I'm saying? But this is early stages. Like your dreams are like, okay, we're just baby steps. Yeah, we're gonna get love, right? But step 1 is to conceptualize what love looks like for us. Like, right? Like that's where your inner self, that's where your spirit team is with you. My dark chocolate glazed donut. I like you because some of y'all yell at me because I always make the donuts like the strange aesthetically pleasing versions, but like this is one a lot of y'all would actually eat, so I like it. But we're conceptualizing what love looks like for you. Okay, all right. Ooh, I almost took another one. I don't need that. Letter C might be a thing. Okay, and look, it's baby steps, right? 16, 15, we got conception and compassion. Some of you, if you lack compassion, you're conceptualizing what that means, because what you're hoping for, trying to manifest what you're aligning with in terms of love requires compassion you just don't got yet. I say that because no, I moved it. 9 of Pentacles in a shadow is so independent that you selfish. Like, you only know how to be single, you only know how to be worried about you, you don't know how to consider other people. I'm not talking about you, I'm not calling you names, but if you've never been in a relationship before, or if you've not had to compromise or anything like that before, that's hard. That could be very hard. So you're learning that. You're clearing the space for that. Okay? So that you don't like be overly aggressive with whoever. Also, you're learning what it looks like to connect with people that are compassionate towards you, because like attracts like. Even if you are or aren't a person that lacks compassion, it feels like you don't really know what it's like to be on the receiving end of that for the most part in terms of romance. I'm not saying people aren't compassionate towards you. I'm saying you gravitate towards partners that lack compassion. Some of you don't realize that you're doing it intentionally. Like, you're doing it intentionally and you mean to, but you don't realize that that's the underlying shadow of what you're seeking. Like, some of you are like, I'm independent, I want somebody that's independent too, that's not as needy. Yeah, but like, I'm realizing like some of you, it's because you lack compassion, so you're seeking out somebody that lacks compassion, and you're not realizing that a lot of your hardships romantically is mirroring back at you because you selfish, and they selfish too. I'm not calling y'all names. I don't see anything wrong with y'all being like to yourselves like that, but I'm just, the point of your romantic issues is like the conception of compassion. Okay, I'm not calling y'all names, y'all are fine. Let me see. Tell me more about my pile too. Okay, I wanted to get a good shuffle. And I really don't think y'all are like super selfish, by the way. I'm just using those terms for sake of language and to get this message out quickly. Like, it's like, I don't think y'all are selfish, but I think there's a certain level of compassion that you have to have. And like, as a person that knows what it's like to be single a lot, it is hard to like start compromising. Like, you'd be like, no, I don't want to compromise, I'll go back to being single. And if you're fine being single, you're fine being single. But if you're not, this is the wisdom that's kind of integrating into you so that you're able to receive well. Okay, so tell me more. What are your dreams? Okay, the Empress is back. You know, if you have Taurus placements, y'all are known for being stubborn. Y'all are known for being stubborn, because both of those cards are ruled by the sign of Taurus. That's the Hierophant, that's the Empress. Someone that but what I like about seeing those two combined is it talks about stability, and it talks about discernment and self-awareness that maybe you didn't have before, right? So that's kind of what you're aligning with, is that self-awareness of knowing. I mentioned what you're compatible with already. If you're dreaming of historical events or old people, that's why you're reflecting. Especially if you don't do it in the waking hours while you're dreaming, it's like your soul is reflecting and integrating the lessons, the karmic lessons of old. Choose wisely regarding your discernment and your decision making in matters of the heart. Like, you're learning how to choose wisely. You're learning how to choose what's actually compatible with and beneficial with you regarding love. Okay, so tell me more. Okay, my house 2. Look at me, I'm like already closing out your reading. Especially if you move on quickly. If you move on quickly, that's not normal. I mean, it is, but it's not healthy when you're seeking actual love. Like, if you jump from person to person and you're never single, like I mentioned, the ones that are always single, there's some of y'all that may never be single on here, I'm realizing. In a way where like your identity may be tied to being coupled up. Like, you kind of lose yourself when you're not coupled up, versus the ones that lose themselves in relationships because they don't know how to compromise. It's like that seems to be this group. And if you're seeking love, like you click the video that said what's next in love and what your dreams are telling you about that, it's helping you figure out who you are and what you want. Okay, it's helping you discover your identity. House 1, conception, same vibe. Okay, especially since I got house 2, which is the house that's ruled by this sign. So heavy Taurus placements on the table. Okay, but it aligns. Look at me, I'm just catching on. Because you're also a step ahead. Your dreams are a step ahead of you. Your synchronicity is a step ahead of you. So just have some patience. Have some patience because it's early and your synchronicities are way ahead of you. Because at the beginning, remember, we got those indicators of like you need to be prioritizing like career, money, and all of that. I forgot to mention that Taurus rules the second house of your money, physical security, possessions, material values, and self-worth. I got mutable signs of Gemini, Virgo, Sagittarius, and Pisces also. So you may have a combination of those placements. You may have Taurus placements and one of the mutable signs, okay? Especially when we talk about rising signs in the first house, okay? So let me get these tea leaves. Discovering your identity and being stable on your own first is priority, especially for those of you that are never single and don't know how to like be without having somebody you want or having somebody that you're with. Those of you where we're talking about you constantly being to yourself to the point where you never got the experience, or you have minimal experience being with people. You don't know what you're compatible with because you're never coupled up like the side that's always coupled up, right? So I got a long journey, either physical, mental, will leave you wiser at the end, right? The month of October is going to be critical regarding love and your dreams and synchronicities. But there's a journey, you're gaining wisdom, okay? You're learning how to compromise, how to be compassionate, how to maintain yourself while stabilizing with someone else, okay? And you got good news coming in with the ear, okay? So let me get this other deck. We're not gonna drag this out. Let me get that. Let me get more. There we go. At the bottom I got hidden secrets can harm you with the skull. They can. And when we talk about the 12th house of where we self-sabotage and don't realize, that's it, right? Like your hidden weaknesses and things like that you don't really realize. Some of you may typically be in connections that are like 12th house themed, right? So let me see. A major challenge to overcome if relationships are super difficult is because you're kind of stubborn here, a little not willing to deviate from just you and your perspective and your wants, right? Because we got a stubborn and aggressive person. If that's how you manage your connections, then clearing that is step one, conception of what's next in love, because you're not going to maintain any relationships if you're stubborn and aggressive, okay? Because we got the feather of someone you know is undependable and insincere, which seems to be a compatibility thing where you constantly chase that intentionally because you think they're not going to be as needy. But at the same time, if you're stubborn and aggressive, the healthy types of relationships aren't going to seek you out either, though. But you just prioritize your victory so you can be fulfilled as an individual, and then work on releasing the reins so that you can connect better and more intimately with people you're interested in romantically, because that seems to be the thing, okay? Yeah, I don't know. This got foggy because it feels like I'm one of those piles that got that wave of like where you lack self-awareness, so you don't realize what you're compatible with, or you don't realize how aggressive you come across to other people romantically. Let's see. Let me get your final pieces of messages, and then, oh yeah, exactly. Incoming energy of manifestation. So 7 of Cups is a manifestation card, and number 16 could be a birthday or something, because I have it on my table 2 times. But conception, manifest, same vibe. Early stages. So what are your dreams telling you about love? You just getting started. Like, you're not there yet. You're not there yet, but you're just getting started. I don't know that you have a incoming love that's like super pressing, like that's about to come. Maybe October. I think October might be when you meet this person, or when you connect deeper with this person, which makes sense, because I mean, some of y'all like patience. So about a month from now may feel long to some of y'all. But we got the nurturer, and others of you, I could be talking about next October, like a year from now, if you're watching this real time. It just depends on your development and how ready you are to connect with somebody. I got a lot of C's here. I got our strength, which tried to come out reverse. Another 15 is here. 15, 16 is a thing. And I got preparation, which is number 11. Yeah, this is early. They're just planting seeds just now, right? And you need to be making sure you're sleeping at night and resting. So a lot of you here are here for the angel numbers and the synchronicities. But something about something about October, excuse me. September, October is going to be relevant, okay? But it's just not getting started. So what I take it in the most optimistic way is a lot of you are going to meet this person October, maybe even September. But first you have to let go of your need for control. Look at that. We got seafood, maybe a relevant thing. Got 2 crabs, okay? Could just be symbolic of Cancer placements, but crabs, okay? And healing energy. Okay, so let go, rest, and heal the trauma that forces those of you to control everything and everybody and be like hyper independent. And then there's that side of you that overly merges with your partners, because that's the polarity here I see. But I mean, it's coming in, but you just being told to prioritize yourself, where you've not been doing that enough, and figuring out who you are. And then that side of you where you just been I, me, achieve, learning more self-awareness and discernment, because the I, me side lacks self-awareness and discernment despite looking really good, because you never interact with anybody for them to like call you out on like the aspects that of you that are unfavorable. Does that make sense? Like, if you're never like coupled up, then like your hidden secrets that can harm you, that's your shadow traits that you're not even aware of, because no one is around to see. It's like hermit mode, where you never see other people. So you're never like, you never have to acknowledge your shadow, because no one sees it, because you don't see it either. It's never visible, if that makes sense. All right, so I'm gonna close you out and move along to pile number 3. All right, pile number 3, my caramel donut with gold star sprinkles. Let's see what's next in love and how your dreams are aligning with that. Like, are they prophetic? Whatever the case, are you seeing synchronicities, angel numbers that align with that as well? And your dreams, synchronicities, angel numbers, whatever it is, they're telling you exactly what you need to be doing regarding love. Like, exactly. Like, you got the solar plexus, which is the chakra of confidence, of energy, of knowing what to do, of willpower. Like, they are leading you exactly where and how you need to go to do whatever you're doing. Okay? And it's funny because solar plexus is this, like, your donut looks just like it. Okay, so you may be very confident as a person just naturally, or you may struggle. That's the polarity, right? You're either really confident or you need to work on your confidence, but it's loud. Okay, so give me an overview for my caramel donut, please. Gold star sprinkles. You know, it does take a certain personality to choose the gold star sprinkles. Yeah. Empowerment in the 3D. They telling you exactly what to do, where to go, how to move, and who to. We got healing at the bottom. Okay, like when it comes to your dreams and love or whatever synchronicities, it's empowerment through the root chakra. Some of you are having sensual fantasies. Some of you are having those kinds of dreams, whether it's about a specific person or just in general. You wake up, you like, what was that? Okay, because I see that. But it's healing you through the root, preparing you in the 3D to be confident in pursuing or nurturing the connection that's gonna come in. Okay, so let me pull, yeah, because look, we got the intuition. That's the high priestess. So tell me more about this caramel donut. What are the dreams talking about when it comes to love for my pile number 3? Exactly that. We got number 1, clarity. Clarity. Just something about your dreams are clear, your symbols are clear. Whatever you think they mean, that's what they mean. And I'm so serious, okay? Especially when we talk about healing heartbreak and clearing trauma, okay? Clearing heartbreak and clearing trauma. Okay, if you're in a pause, they may be telling you to pause to clear that. That's cool because you're healing. But that crown chakra feels like you're downloading the energy in an impeccable way. Like you know exactly what your dreams are saying. You know exactly what your synchronicities, like you're interpreting the right way. I don't know what they mean yet because I haven't pulled enough cards. And it may be too general because this is a public reading. But I don't know, something about any trauma, heartache, reason to heal is actually adding spiritual strength to you, okay, making you more confident, okay? But this is the group of you're interpreting it all correctly. We've got the Aquarius, which you've seen it, or maybe you watch a lot of readings if you don't pull your own cards or you're not psychic in your own way, because it says progressive imaginings because Aquarius rules the future, right? It rules innovation, progression, and all the things. So like something about you knowing exactly where they're telling you to go. If you have North Node, South Node in Aquarius, Leo, you're in your right place, right space. Or Aries, Libra, you're in your right place, right space. And the letter A is a thing. So whatever you're being led to regarding love, like you know. You see it in advance and you know exactly how to be acting on it. Okay? When we talk about house 4, the family you want, the family you're seeking. Some of you are receiving downloads from your ancestral lineage, like it's ancestral spirit guides, or you may be dreaming of some specifically maternal figures. Okay, like all of that's on the table. Now, where are you going? What is that? Is that the rooster? That is the rooster. I know the rooster because it's mean. It says an arrogant, boastful person you should not cross. So I don't know who that is. We got a crib, birth or conception of a child or enterprise. Now, what's that got to do? Some of y'all are having a kid with somebody that's real mean. Who is that? Or did? You know what I'm saying? Like, what is this all about? We got a fair woman. Dealings or relationship with a woman of blonde, gray, or white hair. Could also just be someone that's more fair tone, lighter tone than you. A gavel, involvement with the law. Oh, I'm gonna fix y'all. I may cut y'all out and get y'all together, but I got a lily of spiritual love. So you're being prepared for spiritual love, this crown chakra, right? This intuition, this high priestess. You're being prepared for the lily. I have lilies on the channel, but something about a fair woman, lighter toned woman with lighter colored hair, involvement with the law, children, and like whatever that chaos is. They're saying that whatever that situation is, you're healing, clearing, leaving that alone so that you can go here, okay? To this lily. I have lilies in my secret admirer piles, but like, I don't know, whatever chaos that is, you just watch it, okay? I got a unicorn of use your intuition to make beneficial changes. High Priestess here on my table. I've got a club of someone will try to make you do something against your will. I don't know who that is, but you need to leave that situation alone. It says to pay attention to your finances, where it's costing you money, giving you legal trouble. I'm not saying compromise is not good. I actually was telling the previous pile that they lack the ability to compromise. But this one here is saying, like, this is not no good situation. A boastful person you should not cross. There's a child involved. We got somebody with the law, and like, it's just not a good situation, whatever that is. You're healing from it. You're clearing that space from it. Or if you lack the discernment to realize that you're in something that you shouldn't be in, that's not good. That's what the dreams are kind of trying to empower you and help you gain that confidence to see that that's not a way to be living, if that's a thing. Okay, so, and some of you, I'll even say some of you, this is a way maybe you were raised, if this is not your specific situation. And like, because I got the crib and the nest, and I've got that house 4, which talks about an emotionally secure, loving family is important to you. If that's what you want, especially if you're not used to that, clearing the space for that, like healing whatever that represents, all of that chaos that just hit the table, whatever that represents, clearing that out. Okay, I got you will receive a gift, clearing space for this gift. August, I'm in August. I don't think you are though. Like, when is this gonna get posted? Nope, you will be September. You're September 1st. So we got a broken bridge, unsuccessful outcomes to a problem. If something chaotic happened in August already, or if you're watching this in a timeless sense and August was wild, or August becomes wild after this, then you didn't need to leave it alone. Like, this is a leave it alone pile. Like, this is my first pile where it's like, what are your dreams trying to tell you? Leave that bad situation alone for the sake of your happiness. Okay, so listen, don't be mad at me if the pile is chaotic, and let me tell you why. I mentioned the lack of confidence side very early in the pile, and then I mentioned the very confident side very early in the pile, and that confident side hit the table and dipped. It was like, boom. I think I told y'all, or if they probably gone. They got their message and went. But like, it was more of a, whatever you think your dreams are telling you, whatever your synchronicities are telling you, that's what they're telling you. Bye. And then the group that needed to actually decipher the dreams and synchronicities came through. You see what I'm saying? That's why it's like that. So let me get these last couple of cards and close you out with your advice. But that's what that was. I was wondering why the table turned, literally. But it's because that group that's really confident was like, okay, I just needed you to tell me I knew what I was talking about and I was interpreting my dreams right. Bye. Those of you, though, that really do have this chaos, hopefully it's specific enough to like give you the confidence to know like that's not it, because it's not it. I'll take it. I've got an envisioning of what it is you actually want. They're trying to show you through your dreams that you have much more potential than what you've been settling for, because I just got manifest in reverse, which is a settling, right, versus creating more. They're guiding you. They want you to reflect, like that spiritual strength card, and they want you to rest. Okay, like all of those things are things they want you to do. And even those of you on the lighter side, like they're showing you what you could create if you listen to the guidance, if you reflect, and if you prioritize rest. Like, everyone needs to prioritize rest to a certain degree if you struggle with that. But yeah, that specific situation of where you need to cut ties on the shadow is very, very clear, very, very vivid when we talk about karmic justice. Now, those of you that are not actively in an energy like this, or if you have that trauma, whether it's your trauma or trauma from relationships you've observed in your childhood, it's saying to cut ties with that karma, whether it's yours or not. Like, maybe you need a cord cutting, energy healing, all of those things, so that you don't project that into your incoming connections. Okay, So I'm going to close you out and move along to pile number 4. All right, pile 4, I'm going to let you know. There's 2 groups of you. There's the groups of you that, like, you came here, you picked this pile, this your one pile, you were confident in picking this one pile. There's another group of you came from pile 2 because I saw their overview card just now as I was cleansing. And I recall I had to refilm the closing of their pile because instead of me saying I'm gonna move along to pile number 3, I said I'm gonna move along to pile number 4. So some of y'all are coming from that pile, and if you were not confident that just pile 4 was yours, it's okay, go back. These are a little bit shorter, so just take your time going through them. But like, if you were like, nah, I really want 2 but I want 4 as well, you can have more than one. I just wanted to call that out. I got a message of, the wishbone kept jumping out, okay? And like, okay, so for whatever reason, I'm seeing wishbone salad dressing. So if you are eating wishbone salad dressing, if you have wishbone salad dressing, some of you might actually see it in front of you or something like that, but I've never looked at this card and thought of the salad dressing. So if you're eating, I don't know, something about a salad, okay? But a wish is granted. So just, I don't know, somebody needed that. Somebody's not confident enough to need that. But I will be confident in telling you that the wish will be granted by October. Could be regarding your love life, if that's truly what was on your mind when you clicked this. But like, I really don't know what that was related to. So let me go ahead and see what's going on with this raspberry cream donut. So look, for a second I was like, am I filming? I couldn't tell. I had to pause, y'all. I'm going through it. It's okay, we're almost done. What's next in love? What your prophetic dreams are predicting. So like, what are the signs, symbols, synchronicities you're seeing? If you're not dreaming, what do they mean? Like, what is that unveiling for love? Solar plexus. Oh, some of y'all coming from multiple piles. Your people, like, your dreams are taking you to the promised land. Like, you are going up, 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 up. Okay, that's what your dreams are telling you. We got the solar plexus of that confidence. We got prosperity. They're helping you unlock that confidence if you don't have it, because that confidence, that power, that creative expression is going to lead to prosperity. And I mean prosperity in all areas of life. I'm not just talking about your love, okay? When we talk about a sincere wish will be granted, yes. If you've been manifesting love, I do see that. But I got authority of the emperor and celebration as a result of conquering something, okay? And I did have the divine masculine at the bottom. I think of this one when I first started, and now I got the empress. So I got a lot going on. I got the emperor, the empress, divine masculine. Like, you're aligned with some high power energy. But again, I mentioned going up and glowing up the world, the universe of your destiny. Like, you can't make that up, right? Like, look at all of that. Look at the synchronicities. Your table right now is synchronicities. 3, 2, 1 steps. Also 3 and 3. So see what I'm saying? Like, this is a group of clarity. Okay, you're very good at interpreting. You're very good at interpreting. I'm gonna see. So what's happening is you're closing a cycle of self-sabotage. You're closing a cycle of self-sabotage where you self-sabotage in love or any other area of life, and that's aligning you with your next love, your next soulmate, okay? In terms of love. Look at that power, that patience, the strength card, okay? You're peeling back the layers that are unstable within you. And I don't mean like unstable like I'm calling you names. I mean, like, if you have a foundation that you can't build upon in terms of this is what I want in a partner, that's got to burn down so that you can see what it is that actually makes sense for you with a partner, right? Like, if you have unrealistic expectations, right? And when I say unrealistic expectations, I'm not talking about anyone being better or worse than you. I'm talking about you think you want this, that's not compatible with you at all. You think you want that, those types of people do not align with your energy, and you're not going to be able to maintain the connection because they're not going to like you. You see what I'm saying? Like, in terms of personality and lifestyle and things like that. So if you came from that other pile where self-awareness was a thing, and I think it might actually be that one I called out, then you're in the right place, right space. If you were only called to this one, don't worry about it, because this talks about dismantling the ego in the spiritual ascension sense. Where we talk about like Kundalini rising and things like that. Like this talks about elevating, alchemizing to the point where it's like, nah, this is going to be a form of divine union. We talk about Scorpio placements and purging energy. Tower can be a purge. Okay, we talk about fantasy, illusions. I mentioned the self-awareness thing. Let me see, because now that I got two distinct energies, I want to make sure I'm not reading them in a chaotic way. House 12, same vibe of what I just had, so I'm glad that confirmed and reaffirmed me. We got house 5, which is ruled by this energy, and a yin. All right. If you have Scorpio in the 12th or 5th house, you're in your right place, right space. Now, what I want to mention is this is a pile of, if this is your only pile, you seem to want prosperity overall. And your dreams reference that. Okay? This might be my pile that's actually not that worried about love. Good for you. You watch this because you nosy. Okay? Or maybe you just like the donut. But like, the prosperity overall is aligning you with that right partner. One that you can connect with on the deepest level, right? When we talk about 8th house, 12th house themes, right? When we talk about romance and house 5, like basically every level of intimacy is right here in these 3 cards. And you receiving that in a partner. So your dreams are kind of preparing you, dismantling the barriers and the self-limiting beliefs and self-sabotaging tendencies that are keeping you away from that type of connection. That's probably why we got a wish will be granted in what month was that? October. I've been getting that a lot. Something about those months, the fall season this year or next year, year after, depending on when you find this. Tell me more. I got a lobster of a financial pinch. If that's been your priority, then like you're working through that, obviously. Because we got a financial pinch. Yeah, because I got in need of help and assistance with the hand. And then I got a kite of vacation. North Node is here. Beware of greed. If you came from that other pile, they're talking to you. So let me get a couple more. Yeah, if you're coming... Okay, so let me take that back. If you're coming from pile 2, I just got the wishbone broken. I put it back. If you're dreaming of vacation, especially if you're like prosperity has been like not a thing for you, then this is your confirmation. But I don't want to lean too much in the shadow because the shadow literally came from that other pile, and I don't why read the same shadow twice. Go there if it was resonating with those other piles, because yeah, I got involvement with the law. So like, if you've been prioritizing vacation over any issues, legal issues you have, or need for assistance, or being in a financial pinch, you want the shadow. Because this, like, because I'm so confused as to what that is. You're having dreams because you're supposed to be prioritizing your power and you're supposed to be creating prosperity, and maybe you're focused on love instead, or you're prioritizing vacation instead, even though you maybe couldn't afford it. I don't know why that came through like that, but we have a new home and a new attitude that you should have been prioritizing, and I don't know that you did that. So let me see what's going on. That's the shadow. I'm gonna pull more because nothing about this pile talks about love at all yet. So tell me more. I got the throne, position of authority, and I got a table of hard work ahead. Letter T is a thing. And the sun. Happiness and well-being. So this is my pile of you got work to do. Okay, the shadow is avoiding work. The lighter side is maybe you already know, or you're like, okay, now that I'm stepping into a good prosperous era, like what's next in love? Well, you're in a position of authority now, or you're stepping into one. I might be foreshadowing. Congratulations in advance. There's some hard work ahead, but happiness and well-being will be a priority in this new situation, in this new setting, okay? So tell me more. What are your dreams telling you about love? Some of you, your person's not quite ready for you yet. They're prioritizing, like, so like, okay, when I'm talking about your next soulmate that's coming in, that's what I wasn't grasping. This person's, they not there yet. They're trying to get their lives together. They might be in a financial pitch. They might need some help. They may need a vacation. They might have trouble with the law. Like, I'm not trying to like put that off on you that you're going to be in love with somebody that has all those issues. But I don't know, it just feels like someone that's like getting themselves together, prioritizing prosperity, and especially if you're dreaming of a specific person. Like, I don't know, that just came through. I got a rabbit of too much concern with sexual matters. Some of you are overly prioritizing love. Keep your life in balance. You overly worried about love. If you are, I'm telling you now, you are. Now, there is a side of you where you're not worried about love at all. That's why you came in. It's always a polarity. You extremists always come in together, right? The ones that are hyper fixated in love and avoiding, like, what they need money, struggling, on vacation, got legal issues, all of that as a result, possibly they're just ignoring that. You, on the other hand, may be not really that worried about it. You're focused on your prosperity. You are being told to keep your life in balance, okay? Now, yes, it's hard work ahead. Prioritize your prosperity, but keep your life in balance. You have a secret admirer in the midst of this, okay? I got a horseshoe of good luck. I'm almost done. Doing something risky, taking a chance. Look at me. A carriage. You are the a journey, either physical or mental. The side that did not come from pile 2, you are yeah, the pile that did not come from pile 2 needs to be told that you are that car journey key in the skeleton key readings. The reason why I say that is because I feel like the people that came from 2 normally come from 2. And I feel like that's pile 2 in that reading. Okay. But something happened in March. Will happen in March. And when I see this card now, I associate it with those flowers I did. It was like the birth flower of that month. I can't remember what month it was. But these are Lily of the Valley. So definitely if you came from the other pile where I think I referenced lilies, this is your confirmation. But you just need to be mindful of your energy and what's going on, because I got a frying pan of trouble and accusations, okay? So let me get you some advice. I mean, let me pull from these ones and I'll get your advice. So tell me more what's going on with my raspberry donut, please. What are the dreams telling them regarding love? That's going to be your... Okay, that Lily of the Valley is your secret admirer, by the way. Your dreams are refining you. They're inspiring you to get going and what you should be prioritizing. And the achiever. Okay, this is just a confirmation for the lightest end of the pile. The lightest end of the pile is already prioritizing the prosperity. May not even be worried about love. Is watching this because you support me, or it looked interesting, or whatever. Or you've done everything you need to do, and now that you're feeling good and successful, you're feeling inspired and accomplished, you're like, I wonder what's next in love for me. Great news, right? The other side is like the table screaming at you because you've been prioritizing everything but what you should be doing. Like, you're not stable enough to connect with somebody. You technically need to be hibernating, locking it down, and tightening up, okay? Like, I don't want to yell at you because I don't even have the energy to, but that other side of the pile came through. It did take me aback. I didn't expect the last pile to be that way. but it is what it is. I'm not taking all of that. I'm gonna get one more. Be mindful of the new moon eclipse that's coming up in, it'll be the end of this month after you see this. Yeah, I got the Peacemaker and the Psychic. Sharpen your instincts, refine your energy. That's what you should be doing. If you've done that, if you're already at the Inspirer and the Achiever, your Secret Admirer is in the, what is that? Lily of the Valley, like I said. You got that home, not home, that car travel key. You're gonna know what I'm talking about. It's on the one with all of the solar eclipses, all the suns all over it, like the solar plexus. Those of you that are members, I'm gonna write it in your redirection, so don't worry, it'll be there. And I'm gonna close you out with some advice, because I think that's pretty much all I'm gonna get regarding love, is that this wasn't a heavy love pile. But those of you that have been prioritizing all of the right things have, pay attention to those tidbits I dropped, those hints I dropped throughout the pile, and then go where I'm sending you, okay? Yeah, just be confident, which is that solar plexus, and let go. Okay, so that's for the side that's really, that came to this reading really wanting, needing that answer. Right? If you really needed to know what's next in love with you and what your dreams are telling you in love, and you're not already in a connection that you need guidance regarding, then it's saying that's not the priority right now. Okay? But yeah, I mean, those of you on that other side, like I've sent you other places. So thank you so much for supporting the channel. I'm going to close out the reading now.